Have you experienced the awesome power of the Panasonic Real 3DO system? Obviously.
Presenting 3DO, the most advanced home gaming system in the universe. It's time to put away your toys.
3DO from Panasonic, Gold Star, and Creative Labs. A new low price and free games.
Mind-blowing graphics of Panasonic Real 3DO.
3DO.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 3DO Experience, the 3DO retrospective podcast where we talk about all things 3DO, the company, the console, and everything in between. I am Bill, and this is Threk. How you doing, Threk?
Oh, hi, Bill. I am lean, mean, and green. How are you?
I'm none of those things. I am tired, but I am always tired. That's my life. We actually have some wonderful guests for this episode. We are the gaming community's #1 3DO podcast, so we thought we'd bring in the gaming community's #1 N64 podcast for this episode. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Oh man,
happy to be on. I had both of you guys on Remember 64 before, so why not return the favor and talk about a shared game, I guess.
I've been on all 3 eras of the Remember 64. Now that I think about it,
Eras or errors?
it sounded like errors. Pretty sure he said eras.
I'm from New England. We talk funny up here.
Yeah. I'm from Ohio. We don't talk weird at all.
Not at all. Never.
No,
we don't do
never.
ours well up here in New England, so I'll leave it there.
Are you sure?
Hockey, that fun stuff. Anyways.
But yes,
Boston.
for those who don't know, this is Dave and Jiggy from Remember 64. Guys, how you doing?
Oh, we're great. I mean, they're turning soldiers into spiders, so we got to talk about that. But other than that, great.
Yeah, fun little fact. This podcast may or may not have been inspired by your podcast. So,
well.
I mean, 3DO and 64, they're both 3 initials, right?
Yep.
Well, that's the only comparison there is.
The only one.
It's known that I have a weird obsession with the 3DO, and I was like, Dave's got a really good idea. I was like, I can do that, but with the 3DO.
You can, and you are. Look at you following.
It's untapped potential.
There you go.
When we first met, was GNC even a thing? I don't even remember at this point.
Yes.
I think I want to say yes. I don't remember.
Around the same time, I would say. Yeah, around the same. Maybe you were in the game just a little bit before me, I think is what it was. But I had you on if you go all the way back to episode 2, which has always been, people have always sort of commented and said that, like, oh, that's a really cool one, because when we first chatted, I was like, oh, you're the guy who has like this amazing collection of games, so knowledgeable and everything. This is the person I need to have on to talk about just collecting in general. And this was at the time where everything and prices and things like that started going up like crazy, because it was just at a couple years into the whole COVID stuff and everything. And like, that was just caused so many issues with prices and availability and demand and all those types of things. And it was the one thing that I always go back to, and I've told this on the show before, but I've also told it to other people just outside of podcasting, just friends, cousins, things like that, is, oh yeah, this guy Bill was on the show, and we were talking about collecting and about what it's like when we're that age, and how people in our generation just love this kind of thing and try to get into it. And the one thing you said that has always stuck with me was people just want their stuff back.
Yeah.
And I think that is 100% part of what that is. It's not the only thing, but it's a big part of it. And that episode and your guesting on it has been very, very well received. I will tell you that. And then Thrak was on when we did earlier this year. We did some Banjo-Kazooie games in the GBA. And that was awesome. Yeah.
I still have yet to talk about the N64 on Remember 64. It's great.
That's right. Great point.
Just have me on for like Wheel of Fortune or the wrestling games, and we'll be fine.
Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy together. How about that?
Easy. I'll be there.
All right.
The funniest.
I watch Wheel of Fortune like every day. It's like my thing.
I mean, I used to, for sure.
Yeah. So
the funniest part about that first episode I did was I'm pretty sure in the episode I mentioned how I'm having issues at work and I'm not sure about what's going on. And then like no shit, like 2 weeks later I got let go.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Time is a flat circle.
Honestly.
And then that literally kickstarted how I ended up in Connecticut. like straight up.
I do remember.
Just like I gotta get out of the state.
Yeah, that's it. Look what Dave did.
Because I think all three of my appearances, I'm in different locations. Because I believe when we did,
I think you're absolutely right. Because then you were Resident Evil.
Well, one of them you're under the fucking ocean or something.
Yeah.
Well, the first one I did back at my parents' house in Massachusetts. Then the second one I was still living with Alex. Me and Nave did the Resident Evil episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did Rocket Robot on Wheels, and I was in my house now.
In the current place, because I remember it was pretty close to when you moved. Yeah.
Yeah, I just moved actually.
That's awesome.
His background probably didn't look like that.
Yeah.
No. Now it's just a fucking wall of disgrace back there.
Well, I'm happy to be such an integral part of your life, Bill. I didn't know it, but now I do.
Well, maybe a major life event is happening.
We don't know it yet.
That was my second podcast guest appearance I had ever done.
No way.
Which is really funny. Because you reached out to me on Instagram, like via my gaming blog, which is dead now because they ruined Instagram. But that's
that's a whole other thing. Yeah, no kidding.
But
Dave slides into those DMs. I think that's how he got me too.
I think it is. It probably was. I got you.
It's like, hey, you want to talk about DK64? I was like, sure. And now I've been there ever since.
I'm like the old Chappelle thing, the sketch. I got you, bitch.
And that's how that's how we get the guests for 3DO. I slide into their Discord DMs and say,
there you go.
Yeah.
Like
I think the only
because Bill doesn't do it. I'm the one who has to do it.
Well, I'm a psychopath who has 3 shows, and I have.
Yeah, you're busy.
A lot of things.
You got too much shit to do. Yeah. I have too much and nothing to do at the exact same time. I don't know how that happens.
It's just somehow, right?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So so today we're talking about it is the continuation of our Army Men sub series where we were talking about Army Men Sarge's Heroes. But before we get into that, let's do a roundup of the news. There's been a bit of news, I guess, so we'll try to go through it. First is GTA 6. It got delayed again to the shock of people.
Apparently people were pretty shocked because a lot of people were upset. So.
Yeah, so it was originally coming out in May of next year, but it's getting pushed now to November 19th, 2026. And I figure it's probably going to come out then because pretty much every GTA has gotten like some kind of delay. So it's really not that surprising. And it's been so long. What's another like 6 months just to clean it up, right? But, there are people saying like, oh, it's going to coincide with like the next gen launch, which I don't think is true. It could have something to do with the whole union busting Rockstar's been doing. That could have actually some connection to that. Yeah, I think their union is actually trying to sue them to get those people back that they let go for basically no reason.
I saw that too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, GTA 6, it's been this long. What's another couple months, right?
Like, everyone's gonna still buy it. That was gonna buy it. It's
not it's gonna be like $100, and it's gonna sell gangbusters. And I will wait till it's like 20. It's gonna be 80 at least. I could see it maybe going above that.
I'll buy the inevitable re-release on the next gen consoles. That's just what Rockstar does now, apparently.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah. They're gonna ride this game for like 20 years.
They've only made
it finally
one
comes
game
out
in the last decade, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, Red Dead 2, and it's not even that good.
Oh
no!
Yeah, I'm not a Red Dead guy anyway, so it's fine.
I really love Red Dead Redemption 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think that game is phenomenal, but I need to play the second one. I haven't played it since it came out, so we'll see. It sounded
very tedious. So I say to
I gotta comment on this because I loved Red Dead 1 on my 360.
Yeah,
played the crap out of it,
mm-hmm.
and I did pick up Red Dead 2 like not long ago, like maybe like last year or so.
Mm-hmm.
Playing it, I played maybe 10 hours and then put it down. Not because I was like thinking that it was super boring or anything, but it didn't hook me like the first one did.
Mm.
I was gonna say, by 10 hours, are you able to actually like fuck around and do what you want, or is the game still like making you like, oh, you still have to go here and do the thing?
You can.
Okay.
You get to a point where you can kind of just wander. I see those type of games. I feel like I get so enamored in the side quests. Like Witcher 3, I played for probably like 40 hours and did like none of the story.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, well, I'm done with this game. Like,
I get that. Witcher 3 is fantastic. Better than Red Dead 2, in my opinion. Like Red Dead 2, I think the people who like it for almost kind of like sicko reasons. Because they like the whole like pretending to be a cowboy and doing all of that, cowboy sim shit and all that. And that's great. But that's not really what I came to Red Dead for. Like Red Dead 1, I really liked the balance of like the story in the open world that Rockstar had perfected to a T. But it feels like by GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, they've, muddied the water a bit. But we're not here to analyze that too much, are we?
I'd make the argument that my problems with Red Dead 2 are that it's too big and there's like nothing to do for a while. But then I also realize
there's a lot to do.
So
but Death Stranding's different. That's a different beast.
It's kind of meant to be that, isn't it? Like that's kind of part of it. Like
it's just Kojima being Kojima.
Yeah,
on the screen,
it's Kojima, so it gets a pass. That's how it works.
It is how it works.
Yeah,
I haven't played Death Stranding yet. So
neither have I. I don't have much desire to, honestly.
I want to. I genuinely I own it. I own it from Xbox, and I've been planning playing it.
I own it too. Just never played it.
The only time I was going to play it was when I still had Game Pass, and I was like, "Oh, it's on there. Oh, that's the way I could at least try it and see if I like it." And then they took it off, and I was like, "All right, well, that's." So I don't want to spend, let's say, $40 just to try something. I'd rather.
Well, when Death Stranding came to Xbox, it was $20, so that was like easy.
Yeah, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. For anything really. Like, I meant to play this, and you can. And
I started Persona 3 Royal, so I have to get through that before I can get. I have to do one 100-hour game before I do the second one.
So, of course,
I'd like the record to note that Dave said anything is worth $20. So
anything.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
Hey, GTA 6 will be worth $20 at some point, right?
At some point, and I probably still won't buy it.
It's not.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it for $20. No, here's how the best way to experience GTA, kids. This is how you do it. You buy it. You get into a car. You park like off in an alley where no one can fuck with you. You listen to the talk radio for like 8 hours, and there you go. That's your money's worth.
Man, in GTA 3, I memorized those radio stations, the song, the talk radio stuff. I listened to it nonstop.
I think 3 has a bunch of like original music in it too.
It has original, and
it wasn't super licensed yet.
Yeah,
they had
have
some.
the budget.
And then Vice City changed that because Vice City had all 80s stuff, right? But
they had made the money to afford it.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Those two are my gems for GTA. I think the overcomplicated, massive maps and stuff don't really work for me, but that's a lot of games, a lot of genres. I don't think that's the exception. So Red Dead 2 is an example of that. GTA 6 could be. 5 was a little bit of that for me. I didn't even finish the story in 5 because it didn't click with me. Like, it's fine.
I didn't like the story, but I liked the characters. The characters are really good.
Yeah, it's just none of it worked for me.
I'm a GTA 4 guy. 4 is my favorite.
4 is kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of like 4. Yeah, even though it gets the bad rap.
My biggest memory with GTA 3 is I spawned in the tank cheat code and it landed on top of me and crushed me and killed me. I was like, great.
Speaking of getting crushed, BioWare is dispelling rumors about Mass Effect. Because of the whole like EA being bought by Saudi, everyone's like, "Oh, BioWare's fucked," and they might still be fucked. But they said, "Rest assured, everybody, the next Mass Effect is still coming. We swear, we promise, we promise."
We say so.
They're going to be like this, but who's going to be that and who's going to be that? We're not sure yet. I mean, I want Mass Effect, the next Mass Effect for sure, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm really not, just because EA's somehow worse than they were before. I don't know how that happened. So
it's very complicated, and it's a beloved franchise that it's kind of like, I really want it, but I'm worried. That's great, bring it on, but maybe don't, because it's kind of great the way that it has been. Like,
well, it's almost like, do we think BioWare now could pull it off? I mean, and this isn't to say anything about Veilguard. I haven't played it. It's kind of a mixed opinion game. Some people really like it. Some people really don't. Yeah. Whatever. That aside, but it's like Mass Effect is such a big deal. Yeah. Like it's a bigger deal than Dragon Age. So
the thing about Dragon Age is the people have been split on that series since the first game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it changed a lot over the course of the first 3 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they're all different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mass Effect, at least up until from 1 to at least halfway through 3, is generally well regarded.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
rest
no,
of
it is.
3
It
The
is
ending
up
of
for
3
debate.
is fine. Everyone's
I
just-
like it, but I'm
everyone's-
saying
I
a lot
think
of
it's
people
fine.
Everyone's
I think
stupid.
problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though, if I do remember, the head writer of 1 and 2, he left before 3, and that might explain kind of the funkiness. And there was an interview he did a while ago where he laid out his original idea for the ending of 3. And I like it. I'm like, it's interesting. I don't know if people would have preferred it, but it is an interesting one.
You're never going to
Y'all
please
should go look that
everybody.
up.
So just, like,
Whatever. It's not.
What are you
It's not
gonna-
that bad.
Yeah.
It is funny they had to update like a PNG slideshow and then to make it more appealing.
But then they gave us the Citadel DLC and it made everything better.
That's the true ending. The Citadel DLC is the true ending, and I will live under that. So, are you a Mass Effect fan, Jiggy?
I actually haven't played them.
Ooh.
Believe it or not.
You should. If they interest you, it's well worth your time.
Can I tell you something really funny? That's the second time this week, and it is Wednesday when we're recording this, that I've been recommended to play the Mass Effect series. No joke. That's
Well,
like
maybe the
sensation.
universe is telling you something.
It's like
Yeah,
the
I
30,
feel
the
like
30
I'm gonna
Rock
jump
meme.
on it. I'm gonna have to
it's like
start it this weekend.
The 30
Yeah.
Rock meme where it's just like, oh, what a week. Been recommended Mass Effect twice already.
Yeah, it's,
Right?
It's just Wednesday.
yeah.
It's just Wednesday.
Just wait for that like trilogy remaster to go on sale.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
grab it. Once it's $5, it is like the best $5 you'll ever spend
Dope.
Yeah.
for sure.
Or 20, right? Jake?
Anything's worth 20.
Anything's worth 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is absolutely worth 20. So,
Yeah, oh yeah.
but speaking of games that were questioning its release, The Elder Scrolls 6. I guess Todd Howard was interviewed recently, and somebody asked him about Elder Scrolls
Uh-oh.
6, and he's like, "It's still a long ways off. I'm preaching patience. I don't want fans to feel anxious." And then people are like, "Did you announce it too early?" And he's like, "No, but yes, I totally did. I totally announced it too early."
Todd seems like a very nice guy, but every time he opens his mouth, he just makes an ass of himself. And I'm like, Todd, just stop talking.
Well, somebody asked him about Elder Scrolls 6. He had to answer it, right? Like,
Yeah.
if he gave a non-answer, that probably wouldn't have helped. It's interesting. I think it's because Bethesda have always been like a one-game studio, right? And like Starfield was a big thing that they did, and whether or not people like it's a different story. And then obviously Elder Scrolls 6 was next, and I believe we know that's in development right now. And then with Fallout 5 being next, and I think they probably just didn't anticipate how long everything was really going to take. Like, I think Bethesda's just one of those studios that, as time has gone on and development's taken longer and longer, that they're like, oh shit, like these games take crazy long. And I think that's why they farmed the Oblivion remaster out to a whole nother company to do it, to Virtuous. So I mean, there's been rumors that Bethesda's kind of planning to branch out their studio a little bit so that they can make more than one game at a time to kind of increase their output, but that's remains to be seen. So I guess for now you can just play Skyrim again.
I had the funny
Yay.
thought of like, they're probably putting all this effort into the storyline for 6. And I'm just thinking like, and all the people that playing it are going to ignore the story and just fuck off the entire game.
Unless
That's
it's
how it
Oblivion.
goes.
Yes.
Oblivion has a really good main story.
I just know, I remember the Skyrim days where like so many people were like, there's a story.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh man, let me tell you.
I just go ahead, Jiggy. Sorry.
I was gonna say got into Skyrim mods a little while ago,
Mm.
and one of the funniest mods I've ever used was One Punch Man, where you
Yeah, I've
literally
seen
just
that
go
one.
up, you can punch, and it just basically insta kills anything or sends it flying. Okay, so I got to the point where you like meet with the werewolf clan, right? And they're like, the one guy takes you out to the training grounds, and he's like, "I'm gonna test your metal. Hit me with everything you've got. I can take it." And so I go up and I'm just like, punch. He goes flying like to the moon, like way into the sky, right? So I'm already laughing about that because he can take it. Fast forward, I'm into the cutscene like just outside the town I was in, and I was like, the first like dragon encounter is like coming over, right? And as I'm like this cutscene's playing out. You can see in the background his body just like falling. And I about cried, dying laughing. It was the best thing.
They should update that mod and remove all the animations so he just slides around.
Yeah.
It's like a pinball machine.
Yeah.
That's a joke that only some people will get.
That's funny. Let's see, what else do we have here? Some good news from the world of Sega, my boys.
Hey.
They're raising the Japanese employees' salaries again. So I guess the company's doing so well. They're like, here's an extra 10% pay raise. Please stay.
When did Sega become the good guys of the gaming industry?
Seriously, they really have. Them and Capcom really have.
They've always been the good guys.
Yeah, I was waiting for something like that. Yeah,
they just had their dark period there, but they were never bad.
They weren't bad. They were just stupid.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah. Mismanaged, stupid.
Exactly. Yeah. So fuck. I figured I'd mention that. That's good. There was a state of play apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Was there?
I didn't watch it.
I didn't either.
Let's see. Was there anything in it worth? Look, I'm just looking through
like
everything.
updates, DLC.
No one talked about anything. I heard it was a nothing burger.
Yeah. It was
Looking
a lot of
at it,
updates
it's basically like, here's updates on a bunch of Japanese games.
Yeah, because it was a Japanese version of it or something. So
there's a TV.
Yeah.
There's like a PlayStation monitor.
they updated
whatever.
They updated the portal.
Sure.
There's that.
Yeah, I think the portal is has more native support ish.
Yeah, so if you subscribe to I don't know if it's the middle tier or the top tier of Plus, you can now stream your games directly to it, even when you're not home, which previously was not the case.
I thought you always could do that.
You could do it, but it would take up the console, and you only could do games that you actually purchased and owned. Now you can do it on games that are on the service, and someone else can also go use the PlayStation at the same time, so it doesn't eat up the actual.
It's like through the cloud.
Yeah, it's all through the cloud, but it also is associated with.
That's going to work just fine.
So it's.
I've heard from 3 people that have tried it so far, only in the last few days, and they've all said that it's worked really well. Obviously, you got to have the connection for it, no matter what.
Okay.
But
yeah.
But other than that, they have said that it's actually been surprisingly good. So
they made the portal slightly less useless. Good.
Right. Exactly. It's not my thing. I'd rather take my Steam Deck and have a game that I just own and not have to worry about it. But hey, if you got it and now you can do more with it. So that's not a bad thing, right?
Just a matter of time before PlayStation starts offering its service to everything, and you can play PlayStation 5 on your Switch 2 or something.
Let's do it.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
And then we can moan that Sony is dying and they're horrible.
No.
Yeah.
The console wars, blah, blah, blah.
Console wars have been dead since when the N64 was still relevant.
That's right.
That was the last time.
It is still relevant. How dare you, sir?
Oh, man.
Sure.
I'm fighting for that Sega Saturn brand.
Oh, yeah.
3DO sold 1 million. That's more than most people think.
That sold 2.
2 million. Yeah, it just sold 2
Ooh,
million.
that is more.
That is more than I thought.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Me and Jiggy just got learned.
Yes,
exactly.
It sold more than the Jaguar.
It did.
That does.
And the Jaguar is more infamous. So
yeah,
it is.
I mean, to be fair, I'll never forget this because this made Alex be quiet during the GNC episode. I was like, Alex, the 32X sold more than the Jaguar. And she was just like, she just didn't know what to say.
Jeez.
Which has more good games on it, the Jaguar or the 32X?
I can't answer that.
Yeah.
How many games released on the 32X?
Like 40.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's 3, 4-ish that are okay, maybe.
Yeah.
On each.
There might be some we should look into later. Look into the libraries of both and see which are better.
Head to head.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one of those questions where you're like, which is better? And you just go, yes.
Yes.
So speaking of head to head, the Mario Galaxy movie got a trailer drop.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it looks like Mario Galaxy, I guess. Baby Bowser's there, Rosalina is there. I mean, it just looks like the next Mario movie. Looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm more excited.
I finally saw.
Saying.
You're more excited for what?
Sonic 4.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man! The
I'm
Sonic
excited for
Sonic
that,
movies are great. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
going to be like the Sonic CD movie too. It's going to be awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, but I finally saw the Mario movie a while ago. It was fun.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Good movie.
Nothing wrong with it. It is
No.
inoffensive. So,
That's-
and the Galaxy movie, I think, will be just as inoffensive.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what are they gonna do with this? The opening section that they showed with Bowser in the castle and
Like being tiny and like,
tiny, and I was like,
here's
this
my
is-
masterpiece.
yeah, I was like, this is not funny. I don't. What is it? But then the rest of the trailer was actually pretty good. So I was like, all right.
I mean, that comedy is aimed at like 6-year-olds.
but even then, was it? I don't like.
It might be funny to them.
Like, I have the
don't
brain
know.
of an 8-year-old. I'm not that advanced. Like,
To be fair, I don't know what the hell the younger generation thinks is funny anymore because I still don't know what 6'7" means. Okay,
That-
I was gonna.
Let's not-
Oh man, I was
say it,
gonna say,
don't.
what if Luigi
It
just dropped the
means
6'7"?
absolutely
Don't say it.
nothing.
That's what I
Will.
thought.
It means
That's what I thought.
nothing. I
the more you talk about it, the more it sticks around. The best thing to do is ignore it.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
best.
Also,
Yeah.
my favorite part of that was where Thrak was like, "Do you remember E?" And I was like, "No, I don't."
E?
You guys
I
don't
don't
remember the E meme where it was like Markiplier's face on Lord Farquaad and it just said E and it was like deep fried and shit? It was like 10 years ago.
The idea of that made me laugh. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. You
That's
know what?
like
I'm gonna
that.
check it out.
I'm too terminally online. I'm sorry.
That came
Don't
out
be,
when I
don't
was
be.
away from the internet for a while, so
Yeah,
I completely
maybe.
missed that one.
Yeah.
I've spent too much time on the internet. Anyway, with PlayStation, we had another thing. They announced a new Ratchet and Clank game called
Cool.
Ratchet and Clank Ranger Rumble. Quote, it is a fast-paced multiplayer platformer arena shooter, and it is being developed for mobile devices.
Oh,
I saw the
Right.
trailer.
never mind.
Oh no!
I saw the trailer and went, oh no. Oh no.
F in the chat for Josh.
It don't
He loves that
look
series.
it don't look
Ugh.
real good. Like
Dude, the
No.
second you said the name, I knew it was bad.
they somehow made Ratchet and Clank look cartoonier. I don't know how that was possible. Like it's weird if you go and look at
See,
it.
I did look at it. I didn't like. I looked at a couple of the screenshots. I was like, this. It like it's them. It's the friend, but not. And I didn't see it in motion because honestly, I'm not interested at all. So I was like, whatever. But
See, when I heard like multiplayer, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
All for One was okay," and then you said mobile, and I was like, "Never mind."
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how do you go from the highs of the last game to something like this, which
I know.
potentially would be a low for a lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that- like that last game was unbelievable. It was so much
Like-
fun. Could
Like
not
it's
put it down.
surprising to me, as far as I know, there is no like PC or PlayStation option. It is just a mobile game,
Oh boy.
which is weird. Like you think they would just like put it on one of those other platforms, right? Like how many mobile games get a PC port? Just
Yeah.
'cause it's like,
Oh, yeah.
just throw it there. Who cares, right?
Yeah. Especially if it's
So-
like simplified controls and it doesn't. There's no advantage
Yeah.
otherwise or anything. Like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I find that more surprising.
yeah.
You know, and you
I'm
would
with
think
you.
with all of the weird live service things Sony's been doing and how many of them they'd canceled, this is the one that got through the door. They're like, this one, yes, please keep it going. So I don't know. It doesn't look good, and we'll probably forget about it. But
Mhm.
let's see. Oh, this one's good for you guys. So you remember the analog 3D thing?
Oh,
Oh,
Jiggy,
boy.
did you get your email?
No. What are you about to tell me?
Let's see. Analog's long-awaited FPGA N64 Analog 3D will finally ship to pre-order customers this month.
Oh,
Hey.
good. Hallelujah.
Yeah. So if you've pre-ordered it, you'll be getting it by the end of this month.
I'll believe it when I have it.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
I have,
I'm
I have
still waiting on my
unfortunately-
Bubsy.
Yeah.
Checking my
Oh,
I'm
God.
checking my email right now.
I have unfortunately I canceled my pre-order a few months back not because it was delayed, because I can wait. You know, it's not an emergency. I'll survive without it. It was that the shipping cost went up an outrageous amount for some obvious reasons in 2025. And I was like, I'm
What
sorry.
could that
but
possibly be?
what could that possibly
Yeah, I
be?
wonder.
I'm sorry, but as of today, when we're recording this, I have a kid starting daycare in 2 weeks. We moved 3 months ago. I don't have time for this shit, so I'll just get it some other time, or just not get it at all. Like it would be great, especially as one of the two of us that is, you know, running this N64 podcast. But like, I can still play the games regardless. I'll survive. Jiggy can talk about his experience for now. And if you know, hey, if anyone's feeling generous, you can toss me $1,000 or whatever the fuck it costs now.
Well, let's see.
Is that really what it was?
No, it was
No,
like
it wasn't quite
250 or
that, but it
something
was like
that.
the shipping was and the taxes added up to like $150 more or something.
Yeah.
And you know, this is going across the border. This is going up to Canada, but those prices went up from when I pre-ordered it, you know, the year prior. And I was like, I can't justify that. Like, you know, it's not a cheap device to begin with, and that's fine. If the work's put into it and it works, I'll pay for that. If they do good work, great. But I can't.
Do you not have any analog? Not mess with analog before?
I have tried people's pocket, but I've put my hand in people's pocket before, but I have not. But no, I don't own one. I don't own one.
Okay, I have an analog pocket. I really like the thing. So
yeah, it looks great. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, one day I get one of their devices, but I just don't have one. No.
It's just one of those things. Everyone talks about the company makes really good products, but the shipping is always atrocious. Like every single console they make.
I've invested instead in like.
Say somehow I got lucky. My pocket wasn't bad at all. I use my pocket because I'm collecting Game Gear games, and Game Gear's the hardware is kind of a bitch to deal with. So it's like I'll just buy the pocket with the Game Gear adapter.
Why
and
not?
That's how I play Game Gear games. Yeah, it's great for that. Yeah. Perfect.
Screen's probably way better too.
Yes.
Definitely way better.
Yeah.
It's better. It's even better than like modded Game Gear screens, which I've seen. I'm like, it's good, but it ain't this good. So
that's why I paid like $100 to mod my Nomad, just because the screen was atrocious.
That screen is dog shit.
I was gonna do that to my GBA, and instead I got this Ambernick device that has a really nice screen. And
Ambernicks are great too.
So that's my version of version of the pockets. Is that there you go.
He's very dusty, as you can see.
Spotless, I would say.
If we're sharing, I have this broken Master System.
Ooh. Everyone loves your broken Master System.
With the not Ken Saden game in it.
Exactly. So, but speaking of Master System, our last bit of news. This is the big news that dropped today. So Valve, they're getting back into hardware again. They've announced a new console, controller, and a VR headset. The Steam Machine, Steam Controller, and Steam Frame. So the first thing is we'll talk about that Steam Controller. God damn, that thing looks like an abomination to me. I think I said it looks like somebody took track pads and shoved it onto a third-party DualShock 4 controller. I don't like how it looks.
Onto a Mad Catz?
Mad Catz, yes. Now, I don't like how it looks, but I said the same thing about the Steam Deck's control scheme. I'm like, that looks really bad, but I've never played a Steam Deck, and everyone says it's fine, that they like it. So I'm like, okay, I could be wrong, and who knows? Maybe that thing is actually really nice. Who knows, right?
So my experience with it, having a Steam Deck and playing it almost every day since I've gotten it in the last year and a half, is the trackpad things I thought would just get in the way. But unless the game needs it or activates it or you turn it on or whatever, it's just part of the device. So they don't actually do anything. I don't really notice them. And when you do need to use them, I think they work fairly well. I don't know what it's going to feel like on a smaller device, like on a controller with your hands closer together or whatever. But I was the same way. I was like, I want a Steam Deck, but I don't know. This looks strange. And I've never,
because like the sticks are so far off to like the side and everything.
Yeah, I like the staggered.
It's like the D-pad is so far off
the
edge. I'm just like, there's no way that can feel good.
Yeah.
But
it feels
fine.
It's big enough. Like if you have adult hands, like it has well, it's true, because like for kids, I don't know that it would work. Or if you compare it to something like the Switch, you know, when you play that handheld, at least the Switch 1 anyway, not comfortable. It's not great, right? It's meant for tiny hands.
Yeah.
The Steam Deck is the opposite, I think, and to me it's felt well. So maybe the controller will be the same. I don't know.
I will say that the haptic feedback pads or whatever, or the haptic feedback on the pads is actually really nice. They felt better and I used them more than I thought I would on Steam Deck. But I will say that when I saw this controller, one, I was reminded of the old Steam machines and the old Steam controller, which was just garbage. I hated that.
Some people like those. They have a following.
Well, they're not for me.
I didn't bother with buying one.
The second thing I thought was it sort of reminded me about like when they used to have Xbox controllers and you got the little like keyboard attachment that was like a BlackBerry keyboard.
Yeah, I was thinking that
on
too.
360, yeah.
That's what it
Yeah,
makes me
the
think of.
little-
I'm just like, it's just way too big. It
Mm.
doesn't feel like,
Too
I
much
mean,
going
maybe
on.
I'd use them to like navigate a menu or something, but I don't think I'd use them practically in a game. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but I'll be curious to see what people think about it. Because the other things we have are their new Steam VR headset. It's called the Steam Frame,
That
and
looks
I guess
pretty
it's
dope.
I guess it's them going for like a MetaQuest type thing, where it's like a USB plug and play and all that stuff. And I mean, I don't have much knowledge of VR, so it's like with the Quest, do you like need a powerful PC to run shit,
Nope.
or is it run straight off the headset?
So the Quest, let's just talk about the Quest
I think
3,
the
but the Quest 2
3
and Quest 3, they
yeah.
are standalone. Like it has
Okay.
its own store and you can do stuff, but you can also connect it, especially if you have like a fast enough, like a Wi-Fi 6 router, you can connect it wirelessly to your PC. I honestly find it works pretty well. I'm pretty versed in the VR space. I use it a lot.
Nice.
I found my Quest 3 like pretty good, but I will say there's a couple things about this headset that got me excited. One is that it actually has eye tracking, which is pretty dope.
Right.
So the what did they call it? Foveated streaming or something like that.
Sure.
It's
Why
like,
not?
so in the PSVR 2, which my uncle, who's the only person I know that had one of those, said that the foveated rendering, which is like basically wherever you're looking, because it has eye tracking, it uses all the rendering and processing power to like make that point as high fidelity as possible, and everything around it kind of blurs and it's like not as detailed. So like depending where your eye looks, it just keeps that focus, right? And so this is doing the same thing, except instead of doing it rendering, it's doing it by streaming. So like the bit rate will be higher where you're looking and everything else will be less. So like if you're like wirelessly streaming, it's going to improve like the quality of streaming wirelessly, which is amazing. And the controllers look pretty cool because they had the dual triggers, like the bumper and the trigger, which a lot of VR controllers don't. They looked very similar to the Quest 3, which I have right there. I think the thing that was really cool about them is they had the Valve Index like finger sensors, though 5-finger sensors, so you can like move your fingers in your character will actually do it. So you could, whatever you want to do. It just seems like a lot of really cool tech popped into it. I don't know how much it's going to be. I don't think that was announced, but
no, prices haven't been announced on any of these yet.
I feel like it's going to be pricey.
It's something I worry about, but real quick before we talk about that, I'll round out with the Steam Machine. So Valve have learned their lesson from the last Steam Machine debacle and are making this one in house. It's being called the Gabe Cube, and I'm going to stick to that. I love the term Gabe Cube. So apparently, it's a little 6-inch console-like cube that is over 6 times the horsepower of the Steam Deck, allowing PC players to play their games on the TV. It'll have 1 gigabit Ethernet, display ports, HDMI, all that good shit. And there's going to be a 512 gigabyte and a 2 terabyte storage option with micro SDs. The power brick is built right in. It's using like a custom AMD chip in there. Like looking at it, it looks pretty good. Like the specs are pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody point out to me the 8 gigs of VRAM could be a problem, but outside of that, I mean, it looks pretty solid, and they're going to introduce, much like how games are Steam Deck verified, they're going to introduce like a Steam Machine verified as well. And this is definitely something that's more for me because I don't really have a powerful PC. I don't necessarily have the money to invest in a powerful PC. So the idea, and I like consoles. So the idea of having a little Gabe Cube I can stick in my entertainment center over here with all my consoles and play my Steam library and be more connected to PC gaming that way is very appealing to me. And if it is a good price point, I will grab one. Price is an interesting thing. Yeah, because they didn't announce it. They just said they're coming earlier next year. And I think I get the sense Valve wants to try to keep the price as low as they can, because one of the reasons the Steam Deck did as well as it did was because it was priced fairly low and competitive. Like Gabe talked about when they first unveiled it, he's like, I didn't want to price it that low. He's like, we're taking a huge loss on it, but he felt it was worth doing because if they're entering the hardware space, they need to enter in at a competitive price with everything around it, and it worked, and it was hugely successful. And I think they recognize the price did have an effect on that. So if they're doing these things as well, they're probably like, what's the best way we can price these without pricing people out, especially when like, Sony, Xbox, even Nintendo to a certain extent are like increasing their prices and pricing more people out. Valve coming in with a cheaper alternative with access to the giant Steam library would be appealing to a lot of people. So I'm hoping this little box is like under 500.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think what could happen is if it's still thought that the Steam Deck is a good deal for what you get, which I think it pretty much is. If you're going to use it,
is it like the base one, like 350?
If you get like the original version or whatever, I got the OLED and it was the 512 or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Anyways, my mind's mush. So I still think it's a good deal. But if that is priced like the one that I have, one of the OLEDs at $500, $600, $700, whatever it ends up being with tax or wherever you're from or something.
Yeah,
I don't think that they can price it lower than that because there's just too much in this, and they can use the argument, well, our handheld is this, and this is only $100 more or only 150 more, and that is an okay pill to swallow because people can say, well, this is more powerful, so of course it's worth more, and it probably is, but I don't know. I mean, look, I'm also thinking in Canadian prices, which for us, if something is 500, I'm paying $6, so like minimum. So that's where I'm coming from. It's not for me because I don't need it, but your case, 100%. That's what this is for, and it's great.
Yeah, it's for console boys like me. So because
when they first
did the Steam machines forever ago, I was like, oh, this is great. I could just get one of these, and then I looked at 30 of them and were like, oh, this doesn't feel like it's solving my problem, so I just didn't bother. Right. So
well, they're trying to bridge the gap between console players and PC players. I feel like it's going to be a middle route, just objectively looking at the hardware they have. I think you're looking at the low end spec one, which was the 512 gig.
Yeah.
And maybe there's more customization there. I'm not sure, but I think you're going to see it somewhere around the PS5 Pro price range of about 800. And I think the
I don't think they get away. I don't think they can get away with that.
I don't think it's going to be successful. I think it's going to be like $1,000. For like I can't see them going.
I can't imagine them being like, here's a 6-inch cube that's like
$1,000. But
I can't see that.
It's not purple. How could you possibly sell it?
It's for the people that want a decent spec PC, right? But don't want to pay big money for a big PC. Like it's not quite a console. It's a weird hybrid situation.
Yeah, because it also is. They also said it's also like a PC.
Correct.
So you can mess around with it like that as well.
Yeah, it's not just straight like, oh, here's a console.
Like it's essentially a mini PC. That's what it is.
Yeah, because there's no one. I mean, very few people that have a PC are going to be drawn. Like I have zero interest in it.
Yeah.
Like, the enthusiasts that want to collect all the like Valve stuff just to be like, hey, I have this like 10 years from now. Yeah, but it's gonna be that weird middle ground. I don't see this being super successful. I think the Steam Deck is sort of like a magic bullet because it was more powerful than the Switch, came out at the right time. I think the VR setup is going to be cool. We'll see.
But again, I think the Steam Deck did as well as it did because of the price point as well.
It
was
definitely
a fairly
helped.
solid price point.
It helped.
So I think if Valve wants this to be successful, they do need to price it somewhere. They can't do PS5 Pro because then they're going to sell like 2 of these things. Like it's just like it's not going to be worth the investment for them. So I think they need to, find that middle ground. And I think they're smart. I think whatever price point they'll come up with, it'll probably be like, that's fair.
They're probably taking a loss regardless.
But the Steam Deck,
because Steam Deck, they took a crazy loss on that thing. Yeah. Like Gabe talked about it.
Well, they could take a big hit, but I think the Steam Deck had a lot of variation. There was like 3 models.
True.
When it first released, right?
And I think it also helps that Valve is a private company, so they don't have to worry about like, shareholders and all this other crap that these other companies deal with. Sure. So if they do take a bit of a loss, they're like, oh, we're Valve, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like they'll be okay. So I'm going to keep track of the Steam machine. I am curious to what the price point will be, and hopefully it's one that'll make me go, yes, I'm going to buy that thing. So, and I wonder if it will come with the controller or not.
Oh, it has to. If it doesn't, it's like, what are we doing here?
Remember when Nintendo released a handheld
it's possible.
without a charger?
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
I mean, I could see him maybe doing like a bundle thing where it's like, oh, here's with and without the controller. Because if it's just like a mini PC, you could just, sync up an Xbox controller to it. And that's probably what I would do anyways. So.
Yeah.
Here's your tier 3, your ultimate high tier that's $1,200.
Yeah.
Comes with the controller.
With the controller, yeah.
I love.
In that case, I will skip out on that controller.
I love we're getting close to an era now where like people look at $700 consoles and they go, it's acceptable, and I'm just sitting there going like,
God.
oh,
No.
3DO, oh, 3DO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not that much, seriously, but who knows? But yeah, that's all the news we have. So, I guess before we get into the game, we forgot to ask Dave and Jiggy, do you have any past experience with the 3DO in any capacity?
That wasn't our show.
Whoever wants to go first.
Jiggy, go for it.
I do not. Other than I saw one time, and it was a Panasonic one. That's it.
Was it the front loady or the top loady?
Front loady.
Okay, so
I've never seen the top loady. That sounds cool.
I'll say my top loady is right here.
There it is.
I have one upstairs. I have 2 of them. I'm actually thinking about buying a 3rd one because I'm psycho.
Because 3DO.
Well,
Why not?
I need the gold star one. Like I just need the gold star one, even though the gold stars are terrible.
Bill lays in bed at night going, I just need it. I need the gold star.
I tell you what, I'm sort of mystified by the 3DO. It feels like this mythical object from the 90s that I'm just like, I barely understood what it was. Because it's like, it's a console, but it also was like, there was a Panasonic version. There was what was the other version?
Gold Star. And
Gold Star.
Sanyo.
It was like, the
Sanyo,
3DO was like, oh, you guys could build, or you guys could make your own version of this, right? And it's, I don't, what other console was like that? It's just so weird.
None.
The CDI kind
Maybe
of,
the
but
Steam
not.
machine?
Yeah, that's what the first one they were going for. Yeah,
Kind
in a
of.
way.
Yeah.
The whole idea behind the 3DO was Trip Hawkins was literally like, I want to do VHS,
Right.
but as a game thing,
Right.
because
Cool.
that's totally gonna work.
Yeah, he was trying to make like his own, like media format basically,
Right.
and it just
It was an interesting idea. It was just never gonna work with how gaming is.
no. And plus,
Like-
they didn't really have the money to make it work.
Yeah. Like I always say, like the 5th generation of gaming is by far the most interesting to me because all
For
5 of the major consoles like PlayStation, N64, Saturn, 3DO, Jaguar are significantly different hardware. Like that's why there's only like 3 games that are on all the N64, Saturn, and PlayStation.
Yeah, it's because like the industry was such in a weird middle ground of development, and everybody
Awkward.
had different ideas of where it
telling
was
it,
going to go. It was the teenage years
Yep.
where they
It was
all
the
had
awkward
different
years.
ideas of where it was going to go, and
Yeah.
you had all these other random shit happening behind, like around it. Like the fucking Apple Pippin, because these other companies are like, oh, we
Yeah.
can make something. This we could jump into this, but by like the 6th generation, everyone's like, that's for them. Let them handle it.
Well, no, by
We're
the
fine.
6th generation, Sony showed up and just curb stomped everyone to the
Yeah.
side.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. My 3DO experience is very, very little. I've never actually played it. I've emulated a couple games, and that's it over the years. But I guess not vivid memory, but I would say my memory of knowing that it even existed. I was a GamePro kid, so I'd always get GamePro magazines, and it was cool because I had an SNES, I had a 64. I had a PC that could play very, very rudimentary games at the time, and then eventually got into Xbox and all those things. But I remember flipping through the magazines and seeing ads for 3DO games, or they would show previews of them or reviews and stuff. And my memory of it around that time was that it was sort of touted as like an adult console at a time where my head was just in Genesis, SNES, 64. PlayStation kind of did that a little bit, but not quite to the same way. And I remember seeing it going, oh, when I'm older, I'm going to get this console, or this would be cool if I was older, my parents would let me. That's my like early memory of what the 3DO was. And
Well, and you still haven't grown
completely
up, so you're still waiting on it.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to grow up. Exactly. So I could be completely wrong that that's how it was actually marketed because I was so young that maybe I was just interpreting it that way. But that's for some reason I always go to those moments where I would like see an ad for it or something and have that 3DO logo and go, oh, crazy. They make an adult console. Like
it famously was Time Magazine's 1993 product of the year.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
great.
you go. So,
And Dave, you are 100% correct because there's that famous commercial where they're throwing a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis with a CD into the baby toys.
It's the
And
outro.
put away your
Right.
baby toys.
I have seen
It's
that.
time for the
Yeah.
adult game, and it's 3DO, which
3DO,
is so
yeah.
funny.
See, I miss that era of like the fucking slander commercials, like because we
Right.
have that one, and then we have the famous Jaguar. The 3DO is 32-bit. The Genesis is 16-bit. How many bits is the Jaguar?
Yeah, it's like fisheye lens, like that commercial surrealism of the 90s.
Yeah,
Like, it's just awful.
I still love calling the Jaguar 64-bit is the biggest stretch in gaming history.
Right.
Oh, yeah. It's got
It
to be.
technically is, but
It had a 64-bit blitter, whatever that means. So,
it's too confusing.
Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah.
all right. So now let's get into our game that we've all drug ourselves here to talk about.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
look at
yeah.
that.
Look at those
Hey, look at
Dreamcast
that.
games. Oh my gosh, my Dreamcast is right there.
R.I.P. to Midway.
Yep, that too. Yep.
And the Dreamcast and 3DO
And 3DO.
and the Army Man
And Army
series.
Man, yeah. We're holding death. I'm holding death in my
Literally
hand.
everything about this game is dead.
Dead
So-
game.
Fun little fact here.
Oh, Ready to Rumble. You guys want to play Ready to
Hey,
Rumble?
also
Hell
dead
yeah.
game.
I suck at that game.
Fun fact about the Dreamcast port in particular. The Dreamcast port is a weird amalgamation of it is based off the N64 port, but it
Okay.
uses the PlayStation ports like added cutscenes and like effects. Ignores the PC port. That's its own thing. It is a weird port, but it's technically the best version of the game.
As Dreamcast usually is.
Yeah. So my memory, I actually first played this on N64, like back in the day when I had one and collected games for it, believe it or not. I grabbed this game because I was like, oh, it looks interesting. And I played like half an hour of it. It got frustrated and never played it again. So this is my first time really getting into the weeds with this guy because I remember I popped in the Dreamcast version. My first thought was, oh, this is like if the N64 version was good.
So I just want to give a little background here. Sarge's Heroes was released in 1996. The reason I bring this up is it was one of 5 Army Men games that were released in 1996. I bring this up every time we talk about the Army Men series because 3DO literally released like 30 games within like 4 years.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you thought annual series were bad. Oh boy.
So just for
Assassin's
the
Creed
record,
got nothing on this.
for the record,
Take that, Madden.
in 1998, 3DO released the original Army Men. In 1999, they released Army Men 2, Army Men 3D, Army Men Sarge's Heroes, Army Men Toys in Space, Army Men Air Attack.
Cool.
I remember when we were looking up this game or these games and realizing just on the 64 alone how many there are. And I was just blown away just by that
There's
alone.
more on the PlayStation. Like, the
Right. I
PlayStation-
noticed that too. I was
It's
like,
like a
what the
dumping
hell?
ground.
Yeah, what the hell is going on here? My God.
So this series is both fascinating and one of the most frustrating things in gaming history. This game in particular is technically the start of the Sarge side sub-series of this franchise, because this franchise split in 2 very early on. Army Men 3D, which we have covered in the past, was kind of like the last game. Yeah, I know it hasn't aged well, like most games in this series. It was kind of like the last one that was trying to be like the original vision. Then they split between the Sarge series, which was more humorous and fun, and then the World War series, which was like 3D. If they took the concept of 3D, made a good game, and then split that good game into 4 games that all suck. If that makes
Wow.
sense.
That's beautiful poetry.
The way you explained it makes sense. The idea of that does not.
Like there are 4 World War games in the World War sub-series. All four of them have
That's more than the
ideas.
actual World Wars we've had.
I know,
Right?
All four of those
far.
games
Man, don't jinx it.
have good
I said
ideas.
so far.
They all have good ideas.
Sure.
If they were combined together into one game, it would probably be a great game. But no, they split into 4 games. So let's just put that there.
It's because 3DO, they like the first Army Men did well, and it seemed like a good idea. And they were like, "Oh, let's just pump these out because people seem to like them." And even when everyone told them to stop, they're like, "What do you mean? Here's 3 more."
What do you mean? It's all we have.
This
and
and Might and Magic.
Story. What are you talking about?
It's like, do you want Might and Magic? We have like 16 of those too.
Yeah, we've already killed New World Computing. They're still trying to make those.
Oh
God.
boy.
What's funny about the Sarge subseries, though, is that's its own confusing split, because not only do we have the Sarge games, but then that's split to the Air Attack games, which are
air combat and stuff. Yeah.
which are part of the Sarge storyline, but they're a separate series of games. 3DO
You're turning into that It's Always Sunny meme where Charlie's like,
Yeah.
Sylvia.
The strings. Yeah.
When we cover all of these, I'm gonna definitively try to like piece this together, because it is a.
Can you do that
Fast.
in real time? I would love to see that.
I'll try. Like, once we
I'll
play them
sit
all.
here. I'll sit here drinking like a cup of tea while he explains it, because
You
I'm
might
not
need
gonna
more
do
than
it
just
yet
one.
for-
You're gonna need a few.
I'll have just a gallon jug. I'm just
Before we get into the game, though, I do want to say I don't really like the 3DO. I mean, not the 3DO, the Dreamcast cover. I prefer the.
I don't like the 3D cover either.
Yeah, I know. I prefer
the
other
N64 cover. Yeah, N64
reminds-
cover is nice.
It reminds me of Small Soldiers. I don't know why.
Yes,
It does.
First
Yeah.
thing I thought
banger,
of.
absolute banger.
Yeah, I got to rewatch that again. Jeez.
Me too. There was a Small Soldiers game. You guys
There
ever
is.
played that?
I'm
Yeah,
Back in
I've
the day,
never
I did.
I've never
back in
played
the
it.
I'm not sure which is better, and I don't really want to know. to be
I have a
honest.
feeling. I kind of want to compare that now.
It's a great idea. For it's probably comparable. Like honestly, it's gotta be right. Like or at
Right?
least parts of it.
All right. Here, real quick. That Small
Like a
Soldiers
Tetris
game.
clone.
Oh, it was done by fucking DreamWorks Interactive, the guys who made Medal of Honor. Good for them.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Well, they did Medal of Honor right after this, so
Ah.
they were figuring it out.
Oh, that's fun. The Dreamcast version was ported by Sapphire. That's a company I haven't thought of in a long time.
No, who the fuck are Sapphire?
They made the James Bond 007 game on Game Boy, apparently.
Oh yeah,
Their
that's
claim
a
to
good game.
fame.
It's a
And
good
then
game. They made Biofreaks. Oh, okay.
Mm.
they made the Bionicle game
Yeah.
on fucking Game Boy Advance. Hell yeah.
IO
Fuck that game. Fuck that game.
I have limited experience with this. I don't remember which one I played back in the day. I have a feeling it was 2, but I don't know. And it was definitely on 64 because I would have rented it. And that's where I played it this week as well. So I went
Nice.
back to that because it was easy too. And
Yeah, same.
Now, I'm assuming you played on emulator. Did you activate the expansion pack?
I did.
Okay, because this is one of those games that the expansion pack actually makes sort of better. Like, makes it slightly less shit, I guess.
Do you know
Use your
the,
words carefully.
do you know the changes other than high res mode between the versions? Like if you run it on just the normal base mode versus the expansion pack mode?
I don't off the top of my head. I know it's one of the games that does actually get affected by it, though.
I did switch it on and off the high res mode just to see if it made an impact on frame rates. It felt like maybe when I turned it off, the frame rate got slightly better, but like negligibly better, and it looked
Worse.
So I was like, well, I'll just go for that high res action.
I noticed the high
360p
res
versus
looks
340.
similar to the Dreamcast version. Not as shiny,
Sure.
Right.
but closer to that.
Yeah, when I noticed with the Dreamcast version, I'm like, this game looks like ugly. Like not even like
I mean,
fine for it. Not even like it's okay for its time. No, like game looks like ugly as shit. I mean, this is like the same year fucking Sonic Adventure came out, right? And sure, that game hasn't aged super well, but for the time, it looked really good. Right?
At the time, it looked amazing. I remember.
Yeah. But I will say the frame rate on this guy is mostly fine. Mostly. but it was like a weird mix. I played on console. It's a weird mixture of like, it would be like smooth as butter. And I'm like, oh, it's great. But then the moment you fire like a bullet, like the frame rate just goes to N64 mode. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. What are we doing here, guys? It's a bit of a nightmare.
I had an okay time playing. I mean, yes, it was emulated, and yes, the expansion was on, but there were some dips for sure, but it was nothing that deterred me from like, or saying, oh God, I wish I just played a different version of this or something. Not that I have experience with other ones, but I was like, yeah, no, like this was fine. It's kind of what I expected, the way it performed, the way it looked. Like I didn't.
Did you play it on your Steam Deck or what'd you
No,
play
I played it on the actual on the console on the EverDrive.
Yeah, okay, me too.
Yeah.
With the EverDrive,
yeah, so that worked really well. And no, I've played other ones on Steam Deck, and anytime it's weird. Anytime I've tried, Emulation Station, whatever it is on Steam Deck to emulate something, I've had better experience playing on that than I have if I booted it up on Steam itself for some reason. I don't know if the settings get fucked up or something, or whatever, but like it's been pretty seamless that way. But no, I did this on the EverDrive, played with the controller, all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought the frame rate was okay. It wasn't bad. It was tolerable.
Yeah.
Pretty consistent, at least.
Yeah. For a game of its era, I found it fine.
Mm-hmm.
I like this game, guys. I thought it was kind of fun. I liked it. Is it perfect? Fuck no. But man, it was
so
like here's the thing. If I'm talking about it as a game, just like by itself, right? Just as
instead
a game
of a movie, of course.
Yeah, or a TV show, right?
HBO
the HBO miniseries, Sarge's Heroes.
Band of Sarge's Heroes.
Take that, Band of Brothers. As a game, it's like kind of average to below average. Like it's like graphically, it's not great. Its controls are funky. You get used to them, but they're not great. Like level design could be better. Mission structures are incredibly repetitive, and you can beat the game fairly quickly, right? It's kind of really nothing to write home about. However, if I'm grading it on the Army Men scale, the Army Men curve, as you will, I think this is the fifth game we've played in the series, Bill. Is that right? Fifth or sixth?
Fun fact, when we started with the final game in the Sarge series, so we're already completely backwards.
Yeah, but I gotta say, in that ranking, this is easily one of the best ones we've played so far.
Okay.
And I think it comes down. Well, I think it comes down to the fact that it actually has like some character to it, some personality with Sarge and all the various characters.
The plot is weirdly deep.
Yeah, like it actually tries to have a plot, and it's pretty great.
It's like trying to say something, and I'm like, I'm kind of like intrigued, but at the same time, I'm like, these are toys.
Yeah, because this game is clearly based off of Army Men 3D, right? Like
it is.
When we played it, it's very much like taking what 3D did and improving,
trying to make it fun.
Yes, and I think they actually succeeded, because Army Men 3D is kind of a fucking nightmare to play. But this, like, it was. I didn't really have any issues with the game as far as like difficulty or anything like that. To like 2 missions to like the end or something like that. I was like 12 missions deep or something before I actually started having problems. So it was kind of a smooth ride the whole way as well.
Well, the difference between this game and Army Men 3D and the World War games, to a degree, the Army Men 3D was trying to be serious. Like it was like trying to be this serious war story where you're playing as toys. This game fully embraces the fact that they are toys. And for to much better effect.
Yeah.
Yes, and the rest of the Sarge games we've played, like RTS or Sarge's Green Rogue, Sarge's War to a bit of a lesser extent, but they all kind of lean into the fact that like, yeah, these are like toys and this is plastic and it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I love the whole. I mean, it happens pretty early on, so it's not like it's a surprise per se or whatever. But I didn't really remember or know much about the quote unquote story. I kind of expected there to be none, honestly. Like, oh, here's some characters.
Like,
oh, you are sadly mistaken.
Right, exactly. So maybe it was maybe it was a pleasant surprise thing or whatever. But I also like going to the real world, so to speak, like, and doing that. Like, I was like, this is great. Like, I love. Look, I'm of the age where I should probably be in love with all the animated Disney movies over what Pixar started with, like Toy Story as a prime example. But like And no, I wasn't necessarily thinking of Toy Story when I played this, but like there's something.
It's okay. Most reviewers were.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's hard not to at this time, right? For sure.
Yeah.
We probably knew that 2 was on the way, stuff like that. So
I think it came out the same year as 2, 99.
I believe so.
99. Yeah,
Mhm.
it would have been. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's something about the toy part of it, and that they went that direction. Now that you guys are saying that the other ones didn't, I think it works, and they just lean into it as far as the presentation goes and where they go and stuff. And I just love that idea that they're not just in someone's backyard or they're in their own world. No, they're doing both. And they're finding the way to make that work. And I just is it done to perfection? No, but I feel like that went a lot further for me than I would have anticipated otherwise. Like it was, man, I loved it. I love every time you go through that portal. I was like, where am I going to go now? Like, oh, I'm in a bathroom. Oh no, I'm in someone's backyard. Oh no, I'm in here. Like, it's just, I really appreciated that, even if it sounds like a simple thing, and maybe it is simple. And my simple mind loved it. So there you go.
I mean, it's simple, but it's effective, right? Like I think why when people think of Army Men, they usually think of like the Sarge sub-series of games, not the other like 50 or so that have been made. Yeah. And I think it's
fair.
And
there's
I think
actually
it's
more games in the Sarge sub-series than the non-sub-series.
Yeah. Well, and I think because they had found like, oh, this like works. This has like a charm to it that people will like really appreciate, and it's kind of like it meets you halfway on like the toy thing, so that you're able to like actually enjoy it. Where before the ones that were taking it seriously, people were like, no, like we can't do this. Like, and weirdly enough, I do think Toy Story was a bit of an influence on it, because Toy Story kind of meets you halfway as well, trying to tell like a sort of serious story and character development. But it's like, if you think about it, they're just fucking toys, dude. Like, why do I care this much, right?
I love Toy Story. I love them. I love my toys.
It's great. Fucking love Toy Story. But like, it feels like it was a genuine influence on this game to try to go that way. Yeah. But obviously they're not Pixar. They don't have the writers to make it work in the same way. But
am I the only one that just really wanted the whole game to be the inside of those portals?
I would go with that. Yeah, I would.
I'd
be curious to see what those looked like. Yeah.
I didn't really find the basic like war-torn landscape to be very interesting. It was a lot of like, let's run to this point. Okay, now we ran to that point. Let's run to this other point, sort of a thing. And I don't know. It's more interesting when all of a sudden you're in a bathroom with a giant bathtub and there's blocks that say 3DO, which I thought was really
I got so happy when I saw that. I was like, I was like, oh, and they're the colors too of the logo. I love it.
The texture was too low res, but I was trying to read what it said on like the soap bottle. But it was like something about like 3DO, and I was like, this is really funny. Like I love that stuff.
Trip Hawkins manifestos somewhere in here.
Got to piece it all together.
I would have loved missions through like a neighborhood or something. You have to go like house to house, or like,
well, like, you know what? It kind of reminds me, like when you say that and you say like, oh, the sort of real world locations. I agree. They were better. Maybe that's part of why I love the sort of back and forth. Was I was looking forward to those moments, I think is part of what it was. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of when we played Toy Story 2.
Yeah,
where, it's sort of following some locations in the movie that you can kind of think of. And it, again, came out pretty much at the same time. And you're Buzz and you're in the real world, obviously, because it's Toy Story. But like, even a game that was a little bit more structured like that. I mean, I guess they're kind of trying to do that in some ways, do the mission in this one location. But I think Toy Story executes that part of it a little bit better. But it reminded me of that, going, oh yeah, I think there's just something about, I don't know, man. I'm just attached to my toys. I don't know what the hell's going on with me.
I'm always into giant things that are in the normal world being like gigantified and exploring the world from like that perspective.
Like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, it's always interesting to me. And like any game that has like Clive and Wrench popped into my head. There's a world where you're like in a kitchen and everything's giant. Toy Story 2, the first level, Andy's room. Like,
have you played Grounded?
It's on my list. I have not.
Okay. I played a bit of Grounded. If you like that vibe, you'd like Grounded.
Yeah.
It's very much going for that vibe.
I'm waiting to play it co-op because that's the way to go.
Yeah, you need somebody to play it with. Solo, not great.
They had a sequel too, Grounded 2.
Yeah, just came out.
It's already out. I think they technically call it early access, maybe, but the first one
I thought it got a full release.
Was it full? Okay, yeah. But the first one was in that mode for a while too, and it's still played great. So
Yeah,
it was fine.
It's tough for me because a lot of the things you guys are saying, like I wish there was more of this. I'm like, AirTech might have done that.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, this guy simps for Air Attack. It's crazy.
Air Attack is generally, by most people's regards, the strongest game in the Army Men series.
In fact, I think I checked, and it was like, of all the Army Men games that have Metacritic scores, I think Air Attack is one of like 2 that like has a green score, which is pretty good. So,
well, because one of the biggest flaws with these games are because of the graphics. Like the Army Men look like green blobs, and everything's kind of ugly looking.
Well, the problem is because they're making so many of them at one time, they can't really focus on like the good ones. Because you play Sarge's Heroes, and my thought was like, there's a lot of ambition and there's really something here, but you can tell they had maybe a couple months to knock this out, as opposed to giving them like a year and a half, right? Because I think if they had gotten more development time to really flesh out this game, it could have really been something special.
Well, that's one of the reasons why Air Attack is so solid, is because it's just helicopters. you just
like, it's such a simple idea that like you don't need a lot to execute.
It's focused.
Well.
It's more focused.
Yeah, it's a helicopter game, which those don't exist anymore. Where'd all the helicopter games go?
Right.
I don't want to say too much more because we haven't covered Air Attack yet, but
neither have we. Yeah,
I haven't even played it, so I got nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm saving it.
Savor
and savoring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, trust me, I am not feeling tantalized at playing the rest of these games. Trust me.
Yeah.
I still had a pretty good time with it, honestly. Like, yes, the sort of simplified mission structure of go here, rescue that person, take them here, whatever, things like that.
Yeah, grab somebody who's just laying there for some reason.
Yeah,
nobody's attacking
Sarge!
them. Like everybody is murdering Sarge, but like everybody else, like Scorchnaut, they're just
they're lying on the ground.
And then you get up to them, they're like, "Oh, thanks, buddy. Can you get me out of here?" And then you have to run all the way back. And
the one that killed me was
Can I talk about an end game thing because it cracked me up so hard?
Yeah,
when the Colonel, is it Colonel Green? Wait, what is his name?
Colonel Grimm.
Colonel Grimm. Yeah, because his daughter's name is Vicky.
His daughter's name is Vicky. But when he gives, like, at the very end of the game, he's like, "That's an order, sir," whatever. And he like goes to like kiss his daughter, and he like Sarge like picks her up and like kisses her on the forehead, and, like sets her down. I don't know if it's better on Dreamcast, but it cracked me up. He did it twice. It's almost kind of like a pat on the head sort of a thing. He's just like, "Oh," and it kisses the forehead and puts her down.
Well, the game's only rated teen. They can only go so far.
See, my thing with that is like that
is game rated teen anyway. What the fuck?
I know. Oh my god.
The funny part about that is though, like I think of that scene, I'm like, that's really cute, and then I think of the scene where she dies in Sarge's War, and he's like, no. Like
that's awesome.
And then
I think Sarge's War is more memorable in some of those instances, but that could be because it's on like the PS2, GameCube, Xbox, so they have a higher fidelity of hardware to work with. But I do think Sarge's Heroes is the more solid game of the two.
Well, Sarge's War, you can clearly tell, started development with one company, and then this other company finished it and didn't really know what they were doing.
It's a little ragtag. Yeah, and it kind of wears on you after a while. Whereas, weirdly enough, I thought Sarge's Heroes was better paced. Like I never I had a pleasant enough time with it. I didn't feel like it was like overstaying its welcome or anything like that. So
I feel like
there was a few stages that I had to replay because I got like kind of frustratingly killed in a couple ways.
Because there's a couple where they're like, "Oh, try to stealthily sneak through," and then you walk like 2 steps. You've been spotted. I'm like, how the fuck do you not get spotted?
Yeah. Also, like the tanks are just like eat your health in 2 seconds.
They just kill you in like 2 hits.
What? And if you don't happen to go to the spot first where the weapon is that you need to actually take it out, you're screwed. Which is essentially just a rocket launcher.
And then there was one time I found a grenade launcher, ran up right to the tank, and then shot like 10 grenades at it, and it died. And I was like, that's funny.
Yeah, I did that too. I was like, this is all I got. And I was like, bam, 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 bam.
And it worked.
Yeah, it did work. It took a little longer than it probably should have, but it did work. I did.
Games all have these moments of just like jank where you're just what? Like you're like,
I had a couple of crazy things happen. One was actually infuriating. One of the guys I was rescuing like was following you, and you have to go back to this helipad. And like he just got stuck, but not only did he get stuck, he disappeared.
Yep.
And like I could see him on the map, and I like ran over, and I was like looking around, like, where the heck is he? And then insult to injury, I'm just running around. I got stuck on the side of this hill, like couldn't move anymore. And my guy was just locked with his legs, like moving forward. I'm like, so not only could I not finish the mission because this guy was nowhere to be found, but also it just stopped me from moving. And I was like,
I got stuck twice on one of like the mountains or hills or something. One was like probably in the first third of the game, and the other one was just a couple stages later. I can't remember which ones they were, but that happened to me a couple times. And like, luckily, I'm so like, bullheaded that like I got stuck once and I tried the exact same thing the next time to be like, no, that was just a one-off. I'm like, no, this isn't one of those types of games. It's just there. That's just part of this, or maybe it's just part of the ROM. I don't know, right? But
it's just broken.
It's just broken. And I was like, no.
They had to code it in 2 weeks, Dave.
That's right, which I didn't realize. So I was like,
because half the team was making Air Attack.
Yeah, they're working on the sequel at the same time.
And the same thing happened to me though, Jiggy. I got stuck on a couple spots. I was like, come on. Wasn't all the way through the level, and I didn't run into the extra thing that you did, but it was enough for me to be like, shit.
I was so mad because I was at the end of that level. Like it was literally, I just had to make it to the helipad, and he was behind me the whole way, and then he just like disappeared. I turned around and I'm like, where did he go? And then he was literally gone. I could not find him.
I got stuck in a block. I don't know how I did it, but I was in the block.
Impressive.
I don't remember getting stuck, but I think it was like the living room, like near the end when it was Christmas time. I somehow or no, it was the bathroom. I somehow fell off. Or no, it was the kitchen, I think. I somehow fell off the counter and onto the floor. Didn't take any like hit points, and somehow had to climb my way back up. I don't know how the fuck I did that.
Oh, geez, nice. Determination is how you do it.
Did you guys get lucky with the minefields? I don't think I got hit by a mine once.
No, never.
No,
I never got hit by a mine. And I would just
like one time I got the minesweeper thing. I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this, and I did it the whole way through, and nothing happened. And I was like, oh, I wasted my time. And then a tank shot me and blew me up immediately.
Yeah, well, then there you go.
Yeah.
I will say, this is one of those games where this just kind of how it is. Most of my success came from just being like, fuck it, and just running through the stage.
Yeah, that is yes, absolutely, yes. It felt like a track and field simulator at one point.
Yeah, because one of the downsides of this, probably due to the 2-week development, as Thrak is saying, is that
to make 3 other games, man.
Yeah, 3 other games at the same time in the same room. Like it's just
how'd those guys survive? Like
seriously.
we need to track down somebody who worked on these games and interview them.
God.
Like what the hell was the process?
You want to know how stretched the teams were? Apparently Trip Hawkins was one of the main designers on this game.
Holy shit.
The CEO of the company. So.
Wow.
Too much, people, too much. But like the thing that I didn't love about it, and this has happened in other games, I think, Jiggy, we talked about it when we were talking about Castlevania, is that like, oh, we like that game, but the way that enemies spawn in was just so janky and awkward. Whereas in Castlevania, they just kept coming, and you could just bull your way through it and skip a lot of the enemies, and that was fine. But that's a different type of game. In this, it's not that they keep coming. It's when they spawn, they literally come out of nowhere. They just go pop, like, oh
yeah, and they'll be like right behind you, and
right,
like,
or literally in front of you, and you can see them just exist.
And even worse, tanks do the same thing.
Everything, and it's just like, what?
And then it's like the best thing the game does is it has like an auto lock.
Yes.
So if you're shooting, you can it'll just automatically, the bullet will it'll Lee Harvey Oswald right to a guy. Like it's easy, beautiful.
You know what this game really made
but
me
what's
miss?
so weird is when you're running, you can run and just like, hold the fire button and get through everything.
Yeah.
But if you're at a dead stop, like Sarge has to like pull his gun out and then slowly turn before he decides to shoot somebody. And I'm like, it'd be just easier if I just run, and if it's locked, like say he's here and I'm running this way, it'll like magically go back and him. So it was literally a running gun.
Yeah, it is. This game really made me miss camera controls.
Oh, the camera.
What camera?
Yeah. Like literally,
I will never complain about the Mario 64 camera ever again.
Right?
Not after playing this.
The C buttons, like you tap left and you do like this roll that's okay. and anytime you aim with the R button too, it's like super slow. So you aim and it's like
so slow.
and by then you get hit like 50 times. I actually think there might be some sort of like programmed thing in there where when you hold the R button, the enemies don't react as fast because it knows that it's so slow. Because it felt like they froze and they're like, "Oh, he's targeting me," like sort of a thing.
Oh,
It's very possible. Yeah. Well, in the Dreamcast version, I don't think it does that. Does that, Bill?
I don't know. I just
the only time I ever the only time I ever aimed was if I had the bazooka and I was like, okay, I'm gonna actually shoot the tank.
Yeah.
I would have to because it doesn't auto lock. I don't think.
So I used the sniper and the original sort of like assault rifle that they give you. Quite like
the sniper is not bad. Shockingly,
pretty good, because what I noticed was you're talking about running and gunning, and yes, I think we're all on the same page that was just pretty effective in most cases. But there were some spots where, like, another thing I liked about this, and this was mostly in the sort of army men universe, I guess you could call it, so the real world, and you could find sort of off the beat path sort of areas to go that are usually take you up a mountain or up a hill or something like that. I would try to find those after I realized they existed, if I had the sniper or if I had the assault rifle, and actually aim down the sights, and it actually allowed you to shoot them from pretty far away. And mostly pretty accurately, and they wouldn't even know you were there. So you could just pick off like 6 guys, no problem, jump down the hill, and I go, oh, well, I cleared that part of that base.
And spawn behind you.
It's so funny.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's so funny because while I was playing that, at the same time I was also working on a Call of Duty 4 for my Thrak Op series.
Right.
And so like that one, you have to like click the stick to hold your breath and time it and worry about the wind and shit. And this game is just like aim, fire. Dead.
You know what's really messed up? You guys haven't played it, so it's going to be a little bit harder to explain, but this game is a better run and gun than the actual run and gun game that they made years later with Green Rogue.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Green Rogue is a dumpster fire. It has potential. It genuinely does, but like, oh my god, what were they thinking?
That up. The one thing that I add in about the sniper is, I don't know if anyone noticed this, but it sounded exactly like the sniper in GoldenEye.
Yes,
had like the same.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
it's probably not, but it sounded very, very similar.
Well, I imagine devs at that time used the exact same like stock sound effect CDs or whatever that you got. You just put them in a computer and you just get like dozens of shit. And you're like, oh, I'll just pull that.
Yeah, I could have been.
Speaking of sound effects,
this game should have a Wilhelm scream. It's a Wilhelm scream.
I know, right?
That would be great.
It just fits.
Yeah.
Speaking of sound effects, though, did you guys notice that every male character in this game is voiced by Jim Cummings?
Is it?
That doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me. That's awesome. Party time.
I kind of wish Vicky was also voiced by Jim Cummings because it would just be funny.
Party time. Yeah, I like that.
Good to go.
Yeah, good to go. That's it. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's so many points in this game. I was just looking for a med pack. I'm like, please, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
They clearly spent all the budget to get Jim Cummings, and they were like, fuck it, make him voice everything.
Everything.
Like, it's a game that I feel like honestly, I would love to see somebody remake this. Like in like a modern context, give it like a modern third-person shooter feel.
Oh,
and I feel like it would be kind of neat. I would be interested in that. Because again, there is something here. There really is. And I think that's part of why I'm rating it so high in the Armament scale, is because like it has potential, it has charm, it has personality. There's like clearly something resembling the it factor here that other games in the series just don't flat out have.
Is weirdly compelling. Like the whole time I was
give us a synopsis of the story, Bill.
Let's see if I can find one. That's easy because there's a lot of shit in this.
Apparently, this game sold almost 1.5 million copies.
This is one of the most
not bad
successful games in the series.
Yeah, all the others.
The thing I was thinking about when you mentioned remaking this in some way is this is not the same type of game that you're talking about. I'm on the same page as you, as thinking, oh, that would be really cool. They could do different ideas, or they could just flesh it out a little bit, or kind of make a very similar game, just update how
Gears of War, Sarge's Heroes. Do it.
Gears of that's right. There's a game that came out a few years ago. I think maybe it was last year that came out of like an early access. Anyways, it's an online like not battle royale, like deathmatch game that's called Unboxed, I think, and you're just
Yeah, I've
toys,
seen that. Yeah.
and your toys fighting each other in like a store or in a house or something, and I'm like, this is the coolest thing. And army men are some of the characters.
Oh
that you
yeah,
can
I
get.
saw this. Yeah, Hypercharge Unboxed.
Hypercharge Unboxed. That's it.
Yeah, this game looks sick, dude.
I saw
maybe
that
it's good,
when
maybe it's not. I don't know, but I was like, that's kind of. It's not the same type of game, but they're going for something, and that's cool.
Have these guys remake Sarge's Heroes?
Yes,
I wouldn't be shocked if they were influenced by it.
Right.
Yeah.
I followed that guy like way back in the day when he was first really starting to put stuff out about this
I think I did
project he was
too.
working on. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Unfortunately, I did all that and then actually haven't played the game, which is
Yeah,
Like,
same.
like this screenshot of the kitchen looks just like the kitchen in Sarge's Heroes.
let's see. I'm looking at
It looks
the-
very similar to me. Or
Yeah,
it could just be
oh
all
yeah,
kitchens
oh
look
yeah,
the
yeah. I'm looking
same.
at
I
one
don't
too.
know. It
Yeah.
has that similar vibe to it.
If you
so.
see a garage one, it looks like the garage from the Toy Story 2 game. Like it's
Yeah.
the car right in the middle.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got
I could see that.
It's
Yeah.
exactly almost
He just
exactly
looked up
the same.
every toy related game and was like,
But it's so sick because like,
Honest, that reminds me of the garage from like the Toy Story 3 game. I know it's not N64, but
oh, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to think of it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. What's
Yeah.
crazy too,
Toy
it's
Story
like
3 game is pretty neat, actually.
they did the whole thing where
Game Boy.
where like you unbox the character, like they're in like,
Oh,
an
that's
action
cool.
figure.
Yeah,
Figure set,
yeah.
and when you pick them, you like open like the ideas
Super
are
cool.
there, and in some ways they could do that with these games if they were remade or if they had more time at the time, stuff like that. So, actually, I think you can play this in third person. So there
It
you
has
go.
a story. It says it has a story campaign. So
Oh, it was a demo. It's only $30. That's not so bad.
the
Anything's
demo's
worth
30
money.
bucks.
No.
might have to raise it to anything's worth 30.
Anything's
30 Canadian.
it's
Yeah.
no. It's 32 Canadian.
Oh,
there you go.
shit.
Yeah.
It's 25 American.
There you go. See that
Burn.
right there is part of the problem.
Freedom
So-
dollars.
So, fun
so
fact: I found a plot synopsis, but it literally covers the entire plot note for note, and I'm like, I don't want to read this entire
Yeah,
thing. But fun fact:
Fair
it's
enough.
on the Army Men wiki. Yes, there's an entire wiki for this series.
Yes,
and
there
it's
is. I've looked at
is
it.
surprisingly expansive.
I wonder what those weirdos would think of our episodes on the Army Men games.
I mean, to be fair, most fans of the Army Men series acknowledge the fact that most of the games are shit. So,
Yeah,
Um,
you could be a fan of a series and realize, oh yeah, they're not great.
I'm
There's
pretty
nothing wrong with that.
sure the general consensus behind this game from most fans is it sucks, but we love it. Like,
Yeah,
It is lovable, it has a lovable loser quality to it,
Hmm.
it's
there's a
charming.
lot of games that we've run into too on 64 that could fall into that category too. Just like this era, this generation, like you guys were talking about earlier. It's awkward. I think Thracky said the teen years. I've said that about
Yeah.
64 forever, and it's just like
like
you know?
even the best games of that era, like say your Mario 64s, your Ocarina of Times, your Metal
Yeah.
Gear Solids, like even then they going back and playing them in a modern sense, it's like something's off, like it's just kind of weird. Like you can
Mhm.
respect them for what they are, but
Right.
you can tell that things improve drastically with the next generation. So
Yeah. for sure.
yeah.
I
But
do
it's fun.
love-
It's fun for sickos like us to go back
Yeah.
and play these games.
Absolutely. That's the way to put it.
I do love that this game is trying to have a deep plot, but also isn't afraid to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
I can respect that.
that's my biggest problem with Army Men 3D and the World War games is they have this like they're attempting to tell this like grim war story, and I'm like, these are
Like they're
toys.
brothers in arms or something.
It's not even that fun. It's just like it's like the most generic war stories like you'll ever
Yeah.
see, but you're playing as toys. and
Can't
it's
force
just-
the issue. Like, come on.
We
The
get
one
it,
thing
yeah.
I wanted to mention that I didn't end up doing because I just didn't have time to get to it and stuff. And not that it drastically changes gameplay, but like there's so many like codes that you can put in
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
like unlock different characters. And so you can play as like a dinosaur, you can play as a giant pink bunny. Like,
Yeah. There's a whole multiplayer mode in this game.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't think
put
any
so
of us.
much-
I don't think any of us played it.
No.
No,
They put
no.
so much effort into like that's the thing about the Army Men series that is so fucking infuriating. They put effort in the weirdest fucking places, but not
Yeah.
like the core gameplay.
Like they were ahead of their time and thinking, oh, the multiplayer is going to be a big deal. Maybe it was a GoldenEye influence. that GoldenEye's multiplayer took off. So like we need to
That's
make
true.
sure it's like really good.
From what I read, supposedly the multiplayer for Sarge's Heroes, it was very well regarded. Like even though it's,
I'll take their word for it.
I will believe that. Yeah.
I feel like this would be a fun game to play, like multiplayer. So if this ever comes to the N64 NSO and it has online, boys, let's
do
play
it. Hell
Do you think if it ever did, they'd drop like every single game at the same time?
That'd be too
They
many
tend to
games,
like to do
man.
that.
And then they would
Way
advertise
too
it like
many games.
they'd
We
advertise
added
it like,
50 games to NSO N64.
And they're all army.
And they're all army, man.
They would advertise it like Amazon Prime does or something like that. Would just be like, you can binge them all this week.
I'm actually curious.
It's like
how
back
many
in the
games
day
would
at
that even
Walmart,
be?
they'd have like the 50 science fiction movies for $10, like that.
Yeah,
right.
They're
like
just
that,
all garbage.
So if they did, it would only be Sarge's Heroes, Air Attack,
And 2, I think, right?
And
Sarge's
Sarge's
Heroes
Heroes
2. Yeah. So there's actually only 3.
Those 3, I think people would be like, "Fuck yeah!" I think people.
And I
would be
mean, one of
excited for
those is good, and the other 2 are lovable.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? I just want to say this because I have a vivid memory of being at Hollywood Video. Shout out to Hollywood Video that doesn't exist
Mhm.
anymore.
I remember
And
Hollywood Video.
Looking at the N64 games, and I remember always seeing multiple Army Men games.
Mhm.
Apparently, there were 3, so I'm sure there were 3 there. It was all 3,
Yeah.
and I never never rented them even once.
Well,
These must be good. They made 3 of them. I'm not gonna try it though.
And the funny thing is,
is-
why I bought Sarge's Heroes for the N64 when I started collecting was I just thought the cover was neat and it was like $2 or something. I'm like, oh,
Sure.
they're cheap.
Yeah, why
I'll
not?
take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anything's
one of the
worth $2.
one of
Well,
the
that's back when video game collecting was affordable.
Right.
Yes.
It was like
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Now it's
Yeah.
75.
I mean, one
I'm
of the
gonna look it
There's
up.
no
There
way.
it is.
Yeah,
Lose.
let's price chart it right now.
I tried to find an N64 copy and I could not find one when I was out recently.
I know that there's one at a brick and mortar store near me, but I never picked it up because I think the price was probably just like, not worth just the cart.
Let's
Like
see.
one of those
Was it
things.
20
See,
bucks?
so for N64
Okay, I'm
loose,
done.
loose
Sorry.
it's 17
No, keep
bucks.
going, man. Just keep going. I love it.
Yeah, apparently loose it's
$21.
$17 now.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah. No, don't pay that. I what did I pay for this on Dreamcast? I have no idea, but
on Dreamcast it's $37.
Yeah, I was like on
apparently.
Dreamcast, you probably.
I
paid
don't
like
think I
30,
paid
40
$30 for this. I don't think so. I feel it
No,
was
I
20.
paid 10 at a retro store.
Hey,
Nice.
everything's worth $20.
But you have the complete like case and
I
everything.
do.
Which
Yeah,
is
and it's
awesome.
very clean, very pristine.
Yeah.
I'm probably the person who played this the most. Like, this copy
my
more
favorite
than
part too
whoever
is
originally had it.
you notice how 3DO is not on this cover at all.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's like on the back, really tiny.
It's buried.
Shoved it down there. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I will
And,
say,
and if you're curious, the VMU stuff, because it has VMU support,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. What is it?
So the screen, it's just like a weird drawing of, I'm assuming, Sarge's face, like smiling at you. And then
Okay.
when you go from level to level, it'll beep to let you know it saves, and it just says okay, and then just goes right back to his face.
okay,
That's
that's
the
it?
entire VMU. Yeah, that's it.
Ah man, it would have what a missed opportunity to make his face like sadder or something or like beat up.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
like,
the-
Doom,
like the
like
little
Doom
HUD.
guy, like Doom
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Oh, Doom.
That would have been sick.
because this game
That'd been
has
cool.
the little HUD thing in the corner.
does.
Where, like Sarge like smiles. I kind of like
Right.
Yeah,
It does. It does have the Doom guy effect. It does have that.
Mhm.
Um,
No,
on
no
the VMU.
rabbits here, unfortunately.
No. There's apparently I have no idea if this is at all related, a PS2 and Wii game called Army Men Soldiers of
that.
Misfortune.
That is the final game in the series.
Oh, so it is considered part of it? Okay.
It
Yes,
is. That's
and
where it
I
ended
hate
up
that
after
we're gonna have
3DO.
to play this one day. I hate it because this cover does not bode well.
No, it
Well,
doesn't.
you know what's funny? You play the post 3D because like there was 3 Army Men games made after 3DO went under. There was Sarge's War, but 3DO technically started that one, so that one's a little in the middle. There's Major Malfunction, which is a flaming pile of shit.
I have that. I have that back there, ready to
Made
go.
It
by-
looks really bad. Even the
made by
cover looks like
Team-
shit.
Made by Team 17 of all things too, which is crazy.
The fucking worms guy.
yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, at first I was like, that it can't get any worse. And then I saw Soldiers of Misfortune. I was like, it can.
It probably can.
It can. Yeah.
Oh, there's a Sarge's Heroes 2 for Game Boy Color. I gotta play that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I gotta do that for homework for our show.
I'm still like sitting here going like, we have to talk about Portal Runner, and that's like the weirdest entry in the series.
I'm looking forward to that, dude. I found some random ass YouTube video of just some lady who bought like a bunch of random ass PS2 games. One of them was Portal Runner, and she played it, and at the end she was like, I kind of liked it. And I was like, there might be something here, just maybe. If some rando on YouTube can like it, maybe we can.
Portal Runner is kind of funny because that was like the Vicky Grimm game where they were like, she gets her own game.
And it's not like Army Men Portal Runner. It's just Portal Runner.
Yeah.
So there's like, you wouldn't know it unless you saw her and went, wait a minute, that looks like Vicky Grimm.
Oh shit. I know that cover. It's that game?
Yeah.
Okay, now I've got to look it up myself.
Oh, I have 100% seen that cover before, and now that I look at the character's face, it's like, oh yeah, that is her. It's got it.
The American cover is significantly better than the European cover.
It's not at all what I thought it was going to be.
Me neither.
What'd you think it was going to be?
Literally an Army
I didn't
Men
expect
game?
it to look like a 100% different game. I mean,
Yeah.
totally unrelated. I would
like
never,
it looks
in a
like it is
million
trying
years.
to distance itself from Army Men.
Yeah. We went like Savage Laura Croft. Like, what are we doing here?
The European cover
Like Tack and the Power of Juju
is absolutely hideous. Like
Is
it is
really?
completely different, and you look at it, and you go, "What the hell is that?"
You know what it looks like? It looks like
the
they got one
European
of
version.
The...
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
You guys ever play Joe and Mac? It looks like one of the girls that you rescue in Joe and Mac. That's what it looks like.
Yes, she
Had her own game.
does.
The funniest part about Portal Runner isn't even the game itself. It's the game got trashed by critics, and Trip Hawkins was so offended he left like this drunken like rant to one of the reviewers.
What the fuck is this Portal Runner European cover?
What?
It's awful. It is
Oh
awful.
my god!
Whoa! I talk about different. Never mind the other one.
That looks like a book, like when you are like at the library and you just pull a random book out, you see that cover and go, nope.
It looks like an Animorphs cover.
The funniest.
It wishes it was the Animorphs.
So, fun fact: the reason I discovered that European cover is back in the old Instagram days, back when Instagram was actually like fun. I posted about Portal Runner, and I had someone from Europe comment and be like, "That's the cover you guys got? Our cover was shit." And I'm just like, I have to see this now. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
This
like,
is
good God.
They got a pretty cool ad where she's like standing by like a lion, and it literally says, "My money's on the chick with the lion."
They were so desperate
gosh.
at that point.
Oh yeah, you could tell this is them trying to get some of that Tomb Raider money, but like,
yeah, that's it.
I think this is around Angel of Darkness or whatever, so it's not like Tomb Raider was in a good spot either.
2001, so it wasn't even that long after this.
Portal Runner. Okay, so fun fact: Portal Runner was the point where they were bad. They were struggling. Like Sarge's Heroes 2 and Army Men Air Attack 2 were already past the previous year. They were they still released like 5 more games afterwards. So.
Such a nightmare.
This series is amazing, but also shit.
That's a word you could use.
That's why I'm like, we're holding off Air Attack, because if it's the only good one, I don't want to play it this early. Okay.
The only good one made by 3DO, because we have to preface that RTS is a good game.
Oh, RTS is great. Loved it.
But that was made by Pandemic. Like they did.
Yeah.
They just
RTS is a genuine banger. Like real good.
So
you can get on your PC for like $3.
Yes, you can. So before we give our final like thoughts, I did want to go over reception, because I love talking about the reception for these Army Men games.
Oh, please do. I need to know.
So it's interesting because they split it between the 3 versions. They don't count PC because I guess no one cared about the PC version. But
also, I want to point out, Sarge's Heroes has a ridiculously long Wikipedia page.
It
like,
does.
Why is it this big?
Well, this is the most well-known Army Men game.
Yeah,
but still,
like better games don't have a page this big. What the fuck?
So what's really funny is the ratings are all over the place. Like we'll go with like say All Game. They gave the Dreamcast and N64 versions 2.5 stars out of 5. They didn't even bother with the PlayStation. PlayStation version. But then, like, say we go to EGM, they gave the Dreamcast version a 4 out of 10. They gave the N64 version a 15.5 out of 40. Okay.
Why is it suddenly a 40 scale?
They're not Famitsu.
I love some of these ratings.
And then
they didn't even bother to review the PS1 version either.
Jeez.
Game Informer gave the N64 version a 7 out of 10, ignored the Dreamcast version, and gave the PlayStation a 5.5 out of 10. So the PlayStation version is apparently the worst, from what I've heard.
I read that too earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, looking at these scores, it seems that like N64 kind of got the highest ratings, like overall.
More consistent.
Well,
yeah,
this is a thing I've noticed. The Dreamcast reviews probably came out after the initial release.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure most of the reviews were like, they didn't actually like review the game. They were just like, they were actually reviewing it more compared to other Dreamcast games. So it probably,
or maybe you're viewing it more as like a port. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, because it's interesting.
I mean, think about it. You have a Dreamcast. You're like, I have Sonic Adventure. I have Crazy Taxi. I have all these great games. And I have to play fucking this?
Yeah.
Like, come on. I won't play
Really,
NFL
fix
2K.
everything.
NFL 2K, baby.
Well, I love the reviews too that like call it worse than the N64 version. I'm like, it is the N64 version. Like,
it's a better version of the N64 version.
It's the N64 version, but slightly more stable. Like that's
yeah,
really
basically.
the only difference. And with the PS1 like added stuff. So I like reading the little blurbs below.
Please do.
Oh God, why does the review section have multiple chapters on the Wikipedia
I know,
page?
Right? There's a whole section on technical flaws.
Oh God.
Well, that's why it's so long.
And then like graphics, differences between versions, comparisons to other games. Like some sicko really went to town on
games.
Okay, this ruined my entire thing I was gonna go, but okay.
Game Pro journalist Jake the Snake found it inferior to Medal of Honor and Siphon Filter 2. Oh, really?
I mean, no shit. Like,
yeah.
I've even played Siphon Filter 2, but I can assure it's better.
I mean, they're not even comparable genres.
It's not even really the same. Yeah, it's
one's
not.
Army Men, Sarge's Heroes. It ain't no Mario 64.
like I'm gonna compare.
It ain't no Twisted Metal.
I'm going to compare a standard third-person shooter to a stealth game and a
first-person shooter. Yeah,
that
makes
makes
they're both
sense.
shooters. They're both shooty bang bang
guns.
I mean, you can tell this is an era where the third-person shooter had yet to really find its footing. As well, you know.
Yeah.
What's also getting it going.
What's fascinating too is the fact that this is before the series really took a nosedive in terms of like reception.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is when it was still respectable.
Yeah, and even this game, like the reviewers were confused, like they didn't know what to think.
All the little kids are asking for the latest Army Man game for Christmas. My parents go, "Whoa, which one?"
I love this little quote here. The game stars Jim Cummings as all the male characters and Suzanne Blue as Vicky. It's like, great.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
Who is Suzanne Blue?
Vicky.
No, she's a Canadian actress.
Known for her role in
no, she's an American actress who mostly did Canadian work.
She was in Scooby-Doo, voices in Scooby-Doo.
You go where the money is.
Hey, she was the voice director for Handy Manny.
What the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
A little kid show, right?
Probably.
Sort of like Bob the Builder, but like
less
different.
French. I guess I don't know. Or Canadian. Was it Canadian?
I've never heard of it, so I don't know.
What Bob the Builder?
I don't remember.
Some of those. Well, I know that Paw Patrol comes from Canada. That's a Canadian show.
Bob the Builder is British.
Oh, it's British. Okay.
Bob
yeah. Well, I know like Teletubbies was British.
She did voices in Beast Wars. So.
Oh hell yeah.
So
she gets a pass. I hope she's doing all right. She's not dead, right?
She's not dead.
Okay, good.
According to Wikipedia, not only is she still alive, it's years active, 1968 to present.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good for her.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Proud of her.
Sweet.
She's doing great.
She's doing great. Did she
And
get to voice?
We should
Vicky
ask her
in-
we should get her for an interview about the Army Men game.
Did she get to
She's
inter-
the voice director and one of the actors on the Magic School Bus.
Oh, man.
Who does she voice?
It doesn't
One
say. I don't know why.
the bus?
Okay, so she was,
She's not the teacher.
to answer
Not
your
Miss
question,
Frizzle.
she was Vicky in Air Attack 2, Air Combat, which I think is a something related, Sarge's Heroes 2, and Portal Runner. So she is in Portal
Okay,
Runner.
she is consistent. Okay,
Prolific.
cool.
Not in
Nice
Sarge's
job.
War, but they replaced all the actors in Sarge's War. She also dies within 5 minutes of Sarge's War, so it doesn't really matter.
Do you
Um,
think she
Like
had
Jamie
any
Lee Curtis
sort
in
of,
Halloween
like,
Resurrection. Just get her out of here.
right? Do you think she had any sort of like, when looking at the script, being like, I thought my character was dead, or is this the same character? Is this like? Do you make another game with a character named Vicky?
Is it just a
Is this
coincidence?
the thing?
He probably got the
you
script and
question
was
it?
like, I'm getting paid, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That was it.
They're like, which one is this? Never mind. We're gonna start on
Right.
page 2.
So to wrap it up, we do a little thing called OK Must Play Stay Away, where we rate the game on our little scale there. I'm gonna say this one is very much an okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going for an okay as well. Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
okay. It's I don't think you need to completely avoid it, but it's not a home run either. So
Yeah, I'm with you. I was gonna say, if we wanted to branch out and give a random, like, so we could have like the 0 to 40 scale or something weird like that, we could do.
What
I
would you give
an-
it out of 40?
I was actually gonna give it an M out of Z. So
mhm,
be a little different.
mhm.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that for my little graphic now.
on the normal 3DO scale, it is purely an okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing like the Army Men scale, I would argue it's one of the must plays in the series.
It's
Hmm.
definitely one of the better games.
Yes, but when we eventually tier list the entire series, you will know which ones are worth your time.
There you go.
And this one, it's a maybe. We'll see.
Hard to know until you play a couple of the other ones. for
Until we
sure.
played all 162 of them. Yeah.
My
made in the same year.
Yeah,
yeah,
1999. What a great year for Army.
And the
Men, man.
162 1999 releases.
Hey, the world's going to shit. Get these Army Men games out. Y2K, baby.
they made one good one, so
According to you.
and a lot of people.
I have a strange feeling there's going to be one in here that's really good and we're not expecting it. I have a
Mm.
weird feeling. There's going to be one that we're like, holy fuck, why did this one slip through the cracks? It's good.
It's like totally different.
It's Portal Runner.
It's Portal.
It's Portal Runner.
I'm most
Savage
curious
Tomb Raider.
about.
That's
I'm most curious about Sarge's Heroes 2 because I'm like,
Yes.
do they?
I did play a bit of Sarge's Heroes 2 as well, but my memory of it is not as strong as playing this one on N64. So,
Yeah.
and I will not be playing it for N64. I'll be playing the PS2 version.
I'm not even sure if that's better or not. I have to actually look this up because
I'm just assuming because I look at the consoles that it was released for. I'm like, oh, PS2, I'll be fine.
yeah. Alrighty. So that was Army Men's Sarge's Heroes. A pretty mixed bag overall, but a weirdly charming.
But a
mixed bag.
fun mixed bag. It's one of those games that
Mhm.
like it's not great, but it's fun and it is something to talk about. You know,
Yeah,
like there are better games with less to say.
If we looked at like N64 games, like if we looked at it from that perspective too,
yeah.
it's still pretty like middle of the route. Like
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. Yeah, because we played, I mean, again, not exactly the same game, but third person shooter basically, but Shadow Man we played not too long ago.
Oh, Shadow Man's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Shadow
it's like
Man's
it's
way
got a
better.
lot going on other than just the gameplay. But if you look at the gameplay, look at the third person action part of it, like I still think that game was superior to this, but like this isn't like trash compared to
yeah,
that.
yeah.
No,
It's not
no.
out of the realm of being like it's a third person shooter.
Yeah. It honestly
it's only slightly worse than Winback.
ooh. That's an argument to be
Mm.
made. There's an argument. There's an argument. Yeah.
Winback is fine.
but it's a different game.
Fine.
It's a different game. It's like
sure, but it is the closer comparison to like a third person shooter.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's not the same.
But you cannot run and gun in that game. That's
true.
The one. It's not that kind of game, right? So,
no, it's not.
Yeah. You would last 30 seconds.
No, you wouldn't. No.
Little
lose back.
Little 3DO comparison. Would you rather play this or Crusaders of Might and Magic?
I haven't played that in so long. Hard to know.
It's probably because I haven't played enough of it, but probably Crusaders Might and Magic, just because I'm curious to where it's going to go.
Okay.
Like it's kind of the same level of bland, but you can tell they had more time to actually develop it. And that probably equates to it being a smoother experience overall. Okay. If I had to guess.
I was curious because those are both 3DO games that they were like not bad, but not good either. Like in that weird middle ground.
I think Crusader Might and Magic is better though.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It's just been so long since I've played that.
Yeah. That's a game you rent from Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
Gotcha. There we go.
Battle Tanks, on the other hand, that's a great game.
Battle Tanks.
Nothing compares.
Battle Tanks also has the greatest what the fuck story like in video games.
So man, that was half
I was gonna say you want to talk about fucking crazy stories.
The only story that's
Battle Tanks.
The only story we've covered that's more insane than Battle Tanks is Siberia. But Siberia wasn't Siberia wasn't a game. It was an experience, man. It was a way of life. All right. Little 3DO lore. Siberia was a game that me and Thrak were like, oh, this is gonna be just some stupid like shooter thing. And then we played it, we're like, what the fuck is this? Like it is
was not expecting what we got, genuinely. But like in the best way possible.
Yeah,
great.
It was like, what the hell are we playing right now? Guys, thank you for joining us. Before we sign off, do you guys want to shout out your projects you're working on?
Well, remember 64, you can catch it every 2 weeks on your podcast feed or on YouTube, covering games like this and everything else on the N64's library. As we've talked about, Battle Tanks was one that we did earlier this year. And of course, the episodes that we've done with you guys in the past too. In October, we went spooky season because we're super original. No one else does that. And we played Shadow Man and the Castlevania games, which was cool. And we're going to have you guys back too. So we're going to talk a little bit more about what we're doing over the holidays and stuff. Jiggy came up with a really cool idea. So we got some cool stuff coming up in the next couple months. But we kind of do, like you said at the beginning, Bill, we kind of like do a somewhat similar thing here where we're going to play every game we possibly can and just shoot the shit and talk about it. And and just go from there. So
we might talk more Army Men.
We might talk more Army Men, and it might be with the other two people that are on this. Wow, crazy how that works. Wow.
Might as well keep it going.
Yeah.
And then I do a lot of YouTube's stuff, I'm currently finishing up Perfect Dark on Perfect Agent, which has been an absolute slog on live stream. I think I've been doing it for like 13 weeks at this point, maybe. I don't know.
God damn.
Yeah, the dedication. I'm literally on the last mission. But yeah, other than that, I put out a lot of rare related content and 64 related content, obviously.
That's your Dark Souls, isn't it?
It is right now. I don't know why. I didn't think it was going to be as hard as it is. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do Perfect Agent mode. It's going to be fun. And then like the first stream, everyone was like giving me tips and like telling me to do this. And I'm like, oh, this is a lot of fun. This is great. And then by like mission 3 or 4, I was like, I'm ready to be done. I want to switch the difficulty, but I didn't, and I persevered, and here we are.
Yeah,
last mission, baby.
I don't trust old games when they say like, "Do you want to play on super hard mode?" I'm like, no.
Oh, it's hard.
No, I don't trust you.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You watch 10 minutes of this guy play on those streams, and I'm just like, I would no,
move,
I would leave.
Die.
No.
Move, die.
Yeah,
move, die.
It is impressive.
It's like playing Call of Duty on veteran, like some of the older ones.
Right. It's just
Jesus Christ.
I just wish every game ever would have Persona 4 Golden's very hard mode description where it literally just says, "Do you hate yourself?"
Yeah.
That is my favorite thing ever.
And it's like, I don't want to hate you, Persona 4. I'm not going to do this.
Well, I love it too because then you go to very easy and it basically says you're a pussy without saying it. Where it's basically like, oh, do you just want to enjoy the story? Well, this is for you.
How dare you?
The only comparison I have to that is Spider-Man on the N64
Mm.
when it had kid mode, and it would be like you select kid mode and be like kid mode, and this like high pitched kid
The
voice.
Spider-Man turns into like a little like chibi version of
And
Spider-Man.
he shoots a little
That's
web, like
cute.
he's all happy, and I'm just like, oh, am I a baby?
The best part about Neversoft Spider-Man was 100% if you wrote a swear into the password screen, Spider-Man would pop up on screen and punch it away.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah,
That's
if
amazing.
you do that, he'll like replace it with something not inappropriate. It's
Hilarious.
the greatest.
Totally gonna do that now. That is a great little tidbit of information.
Well, what are you doing the rest of the night? That's
Yeah, right.
It's
Putting
just
in
so
all
funny.
of them.
all
It's
the
so
Got my
funny.
cartridge somewhere around here.
It's just so
All
funny. 'Cause
15.
You'll type it in, and then he'll either pop up from below or just drop down and just be like, and then go away. It's just
Amazing.
it's like I love
Amazing.
shit like that.
What a cool detail.
Oh man, but
Love it.
yeah, we almost went 2 hours. Goddamn. Anyways, guys, once again, thank you for joining us on the 3DO Experience. You can find the 3DO Experience on all the major podcasting platforms. And be sure to check us out over on the Superpod Network. That's superpodnetwork.com. Awesome site where you can find a whole bunch of different videos, podcasters, blogs, whole bunch of stuff. I'm not sure what we're doing blog-wise right now. I don't even think we ever finished Spooktober, but that's okay.
No, I got busy and sick, so I didn't do it.
It's okay, Aaron. I'm sure it was whatever.
Yeah, Aaron was whatever. So yeah, and yes, Thrack Ops 6 is going to be out on Friday.
Hey,
So I'm finally the new one. It's about 4 Modern Warfare, so it's the big
Nice.
leap into the series, and I have a
Great.
very special guest for it. So I hope you all enjoy, because I think it was a really good episode with some pretty interesting topics. Because at this point in the series, we have to start talking about the political ramifications of the series. So it's me kind of getting into that. So I hope
Yes.
you all enjoy.
Nice. Well, anyways, guys, once again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you all later.
Bye-bye.
Boy.
If you're not playing on a 3DO system, what are you playing with?